Hey, check this out. There's a football club that did something in 2016 that statisticians still cannot explain. Let me take it back a bit. Before the 2015-2016 Premier League season began, bookmakers sat down, they calculated the odds of every club winning the title. So your regular Manchester City, Arsenal, Chelsea, the usual big names. And at the very bottom of that list was a club called Leicester City. This club had only just escaped relegation the season before. They finished 14th. In fact, they were like nearly down, right? And the odds that the bookmakers gave them, 5,000 to 1. Now, to put that into perspective, bookmakers at that time said that there was more chance of Elvis Presley being found alive than Leicester City winning the Premier League. I kid you not. And that's not an exaggeration. That was the actual comparison that they made. Now, Leicester's manager was a man called Claudio Ranieri. He was a 64-year-old Italian who had just been fired by the Greek national team after they lost to the Faroe Islands. The Faroe Islands. A country with a population even smaller than Leicester itself. Now, their best player was also a striker called Jamie Vardy, who had been released by multiple clubs and he was playing non-league football. So basically what we had here was no superstar squad, no billionaire signings, no history of winning anything ever. And then on the 2nd of May 2016, an unbelievable thing happened. Leicester City were confirmed Premier League champions, and they didn't even have to play that night. In fact, players were seen crying in their living rooms. Fans poured out onto the streets. The manager himself was weeping. The football world stood completely still. I mean, think about it, 5,000 to 1. This was perhaps the largest upset in the history of professional sport. But you know, this is the part that really hit me when I sat with this story. You see, what made Leicester different was not talent. It was not money. It wasn't even the manager. It was that somehow, against all logic, against all odds, they believed together. So every player was showing up every week for every game. And so when the world was laughing at the odds and thinking, oh, this is not going to happen, they were quietly building something that no bookmaker could have ever seen coming. That's exactly how God works. By the time the world is still debating whether a certain thing is possible, God has already signed off on the result. Look at what Isaiah 46 verse 10 says. He declares the end from the beginning. He doesn't watch your story unfolding and just sitting and hoping for the best. No, he already knows how it ends. So that breakthrough that happened to you was not a surprise to him. The only people that never see it coming are the ones that are consulting the wrong source. And so, hey, I challenge you today. Stop checking the odds. Do this instead. Start checking what God already said about you. You are so precious to God. And before you were formed, He already knew you. Toodles.